wanted to remind everybody over the next several days, lots of temperatures in the 90-degree range. Of course, it's going to be hot here in summer. We're all aware of that, but you can keep yourself a bit cooler. You can reduce the heat coming through that convection from that glass by up to 72% by installing tints. That can be at your home, your office, and your automobile. And we recommend you call Tint Lady. They'll do a free estimate as well. And of course, by keeping that home cooler in summer, that means you won't have those electric bills going sky high from overuse of that air conditioning unit. You can call and schedule an appointment. The telephone number is 736-8469. Online, too, as well, at tintladyidaho.com. Locally owned and operated, over 20 years experience. Located at 1887 Highland Avenue East in Twin Falls. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday by appointment only. Remember, don't squint. Get tint. And also, we've been telling you the last few weeks, got a great, actually, a telephone call yesterday. We got an endorsement for High Desert Meat Processing. A caller said that they do great work. I'm glad to hear that. High Desert Meat Processing processes one animal at a time. What you bring in is exactly what you're going to get back. Darren Van Horn, owner of High Desert Meat Processing in Twin Falls, Idaho, has more than 30 years of experience in the meat business. You can visit High Desert Meat Processing on Facebook, and you have more reviews of customers actually there. Give High Desert Meat Processing a call for all of your wild game and domestic processing needs. The number 734-9949. I'll give that out again in just a couple of seconds. High Desert Meat does in-house smoking. Nothing gets shipped out. Specialty meats such as jerky, pepperoni, salami, summer sausage, kielbasa, brats, breakfast sausage, Polish dogs, hot dogs, and much more. USDA approved. Darren works closely with local beef growers and their programs to ensure quality meat. The telephone number, 734-9949. We have a caller with us. It's 825 on News Radio 1310 KLIX and newsradio1310.com, our website where you can listen live, and that means anywhere all over the world. 64, and you're on the air with Bill Colley.
Great show, Bill. Check out this week's Wednesday edition of the Ketchum Mountain Express. Illegal alien, 32 years old, charged with 5 counts of rape against a 14-year-old up here. And one of them was right in the parking lot of the Hemingway Elementary School.
You know, what gets me, at least somebody there was willing to identify, the fact that this fellow was here illegally. And these students, though, who are involved in these crimes that are identified in the Idaho State Journal, now they're probably here on educational visas, or they're here because they were part of refugee resettlement. But no one in these stories, Debbie Bryce for the Idaho State Journal, the writer, at no point in this story does she identify where this Yazid Saeed Al-Ghamdi came from. And whether he was from that refugee resettlement program or if he is here from some Yemen or Saudi Arabia, it's not mentioned. And he stabbed another student in the face and now says he'd like to be readmitted for classes.
Unbelievable.
Media at work, hard at work trying to skew that story for us.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Hey, thank you much for the telephone call, sir. You're on the air. In fact, let me make sure I got the right line here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you're on the air with Bill Colley on Top Story.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. Well, you have to look at the big picture. You go back to when the United Nations was formed, and of course they're now in charge of the refugee resettlement program through the State Department. But in the early 50s, Norman Dodds was a special investigator for the Reese Committee, and he was sent out to the Ford Foundation and other foundations to find out why they were supporting socialist causes. And they said, H. Roland Gaither of the Ford Foundation, off the record, said, we're under directives to so older life in this country to make us a third world country, basically, so we can merge with the rest of the third world countries under the United Nations. So this is the big plan, is to destroy our culture, our country, destroy our economy, destroy everything that's American that we hold dear, that our troops, soldiers have fought and died for, is to make us part of an elitist United Nations communist socialist one world government. And I'll tell you, people have to look at that, and everybody said, oh, that's just conspiracy theory. That's conspiracy fact, because that's what's been happening. This country's under attack. They took prayer and Bible reading out of school, and it goes on and on and on. And the immigration thing is just part of the overall problem of these groups like the Council on Foreign Relations, these big elitist groups, they want this country destroyed so they can create their utopian one-world government.
Hey, thank you much for the call. I was mentioning that the other day. That's just how Joseph Stalin managed to conquer a lot of the other republics in the Soviet Union. He flooded them with members of the Russian population and overwhelmed the local population. They're still dealing with that fallout today. But he felt, well, this is how you dilute a culture, so then you can conquer that culture. Meanwhile, some Republicans aren't comfortable discussing all of this. That's Squish Marco Rubio speaking last night on Fox News Channel.
I disagree with his statement that he's going to make America great.
Now, you know what he's talking about. He's talking about Donald Trump, right?
I disagree with his statement that he's going to make America great. I think America is great. You know how I know it's great? You don't have American refugees winding up on the shores of other countries. You actually have people wanting their children born here. They want them to have that citizenship.
Actually, Marco, there have been a record number of Americans the last couple of years renouncing their citizenship and heading for other countries. I personally have a former coworker. She and her husband are now living in Acapulco. But you know, if he can just pander a little bit more, maybe he can get back in that race. You know, bring those sagging numbers up. I've got more on this. In fact, Donald Trump talking about what he calls the Great Wall of Trump on the way. It's 8:30, 64. Bill Cowley with you on Top Story on News Radio 1310 KLIX. The Drudge Report has a new headline. Just the little alarm over it is going, the little flashy siren thing there. Shock poll, 57% of Republicans believe Trump will be nominee. Oh, this is going to just upset so many of those establishmentarians in Washington. I want to remind you again, I was mentioning this a few minutes ago, but we do have a stretch of hot weather ahead, really for the next week and a half. And we've been telling you about our good friends at Tint Lady. And Tint Lady can obviously help reduce those issues when it comes to the heat that comes through your windows by installing tints in your home business. Also, your automobile, that would be your car or truck for those of you public school graduates. All right, I'll back off on that one. We do need to tell you, though, as well, that all of that sunshine can actually bleach your carpet, your furniture, your drapes. Tints help protect all of those. Let me just share with you, you can get a free estimate if you give Tint Lady a call. They'll come out, they'll do the estimate at the home or business. But if you have an automobile, you may just simply drive over and stop at the office, 1887 Highland Avenue East in Twin Falls. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday by appointment only, closed Sundays. You can call them at 736-8469 or check them out online, tintlady.idaho.com. I'll get that out. The word was there, it's just the tongue didn't want to work. Now, that doesn't happen to me very often in life. Locally owned and operated, over 20 years experience, and remember, don't squint, get tint. So, Donald Trump was appearing with Maria Bartiromo on the Fox Business Network and having a discussion, and she was trying to pin him down about, well, how come you don't want security at the Canadian border? And Trump came right out and said, because it's not as dangerous. Now, he said there are some concerns there. We've got to make sure that we don't have people coming across the northern border that mean us harm. But he said, frankly, let's be honest about this. He said most of our issues with illegal immigration are coming from south of the border. And then he went on to talk a little bit about what he might even name the wall that he has proposed building.
You know, interestingly, the wall on the southern border, it's really, if you think it's 1,000 miles, it's 2,000 miles, but a lot of it, some of it's done poorly, by the way. What they've done is very poor work, very poor job, and very, not much of a wall. But you also have natural terrain, which is automatically a barrier, which is a good thing. So you're talking about 1,000. And then you look at the Great Wall of China that was built 2,500 years ago. It's 13,000 miles. And we're really talking about a little more than 1,000 miles. So it's something that can be absolutely done, not done at tremendous cost. It's been costed by politicians, and they came out with these outrageous numbers. As you know, I know how to build. I know how to get it done. We'll have a great wall. We'll call it the Great Wall of Trump.
There you go. Meanwhile, both Donald Trump, and I mentioned this if you were with us in the first half hour, both Donald Trump and Jeb Bush yesterday were accosted by reporters who said, using the term anchor baby is offensive, which is apparently a new invention to claim that. But both Donald Trump and Jeb Bush threw it back at the reporters and said, well, give me a better term. And the reporter, hemina. Undocumented anchor. How's that? Yes. Undocumented. Like making an undocumented withdrawal at the bank when you rob it. 8:37. Mike Huckabee also mentioned this, too, on the Kelly File last night. Kelly's still off on her unscheduled vacation. Shannon Bream hosting. Take a listen.
What do you make of this term?
I think it's interesting. Hillary Clinton would say they're called babies. And I'm thinking, Hillary, have you seen the Planned Parenthood videos? They're called babies. Mm-hmm. And for all these leftists who are having a big problem talking about anchor babies, I'd love for them to have a real discussion on all babies, because they should be focused. But the big issue is this. Why are people so angry? Are they really angry because people come to America? No. They're angry because their economy personally has been shot to nothing. People are working part-time jobs. They're barely eking out a living. They look around, and 5 million Americans have had their houses foreclosed. 5 million have lost manufacturing jobs since 2000. 60,000 manufacturing plants have closed. And they see that there's seemingly a better opportunity for a person who comes here illegally than a person who's been working hard in America. And so, yes, there's anger and frustration, and people are just feeling it. But it's not so much anger at immigrants. It's anger at the federal government's failure to do anything to make the American dream live for them.
And so Hillary Clinton was offended by the term anchor babies. But as Mike Huckabee points out, she's not offended that over at Planned Parenthood there is butchery going on. They're taking little babies with beating hearts and using scissors to behead them and then cut their brains out so they can sell them at a profit. You think ISIS just picked up this beheading thing on its own? Apparently they got some tips on how to do this from Planned Parenthood. Bobby Jindal, by the way, my favorite, really, of all the Republican candidates to date. There were a group of women in comfortable shoes demonstrating outside his office yesterday, his governor's mansion, because they're angry that he has banned funding in Louisiana for the butchers at Planned Parenthood. Yes, he did. So you know what he did? He put up a giant screen outside and started playing all of the videos where the Planned Parenthood butchers describe their butchery. Speaking of that, tomorrow, concerned citizens of Twin Falls area, I have this news release. This event is not sponsored by any local organization or group. This is mainly just a group of Christians. They will be gathering for a peaceful prayer vigil protesting the abortions performed at Planned Parenthood and the harvesting and selling of aborted baby body parts that has been reported in the media. Well, conservative media, mainstream media ignores it. This is taking place tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the sidewalk in front of Planned Parenthood, 200 2nd Avenue, at 2nd Avenue North in Twin Falls. Once again, demonstration at Planned Parenthood in Twin Falls tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 200 2nd Avenue North. 8:40. We've got more coming up on this topic.